The Siemens Load Center G3040B1200-CU features a design that includes a removable neutral strap, which is specifically intended to make the installation of a ground bus bar easier. To remove the neutral strap and reinstall the grounding bond screw without affecting the warranty, adhere to the Siemens installation instructions for load centers part number T-40666-2. Firstly, ensure that all power to the panel is completely turned off to prevent any electrical hazards. Secondly, carefully use a screwdriver to detach the screws that secure the neutral strap to the neutral bus. Thirdly, once the screws are removed, gently lift the neutral strap away from the bus. Now for reinstallation of the grounding bond screw. Begin by removing the grounding bond screw from its current location on the neutral bus. Then thread the screw into the grounding lug that is specifically designated on the panel enclosure. Following this, tighten the screw to the torque specified in the panel's instructions. This ensures a secure and proper ground connection. The installation of a grounding bus bar is not mandatory for all setups, it is considered an optional addition. Should you opt to install a grounding bus bar, it is essential to follow the instructions provided by the manufacturer meticulously. Before you undertake any modifications to the electrical panel, it is imperative to review the specific installation instructions that came with your panel. Also, it is highly recommended to seek advice from a qualified electrician. They can offer valuable insights and ensure that all work complies with local electrical codes and safety standards. The process of removing the neutral strap involves several key steps to ensure safety and proper functionality. Always start by disconnecting the power supply to the load center. This is a crucial safety measure to prevent electrical shock and ensure a safe working environment. Once the power is off, you can proceed to the next steps. Next, identify the neutral strap within the load center. The neutral strap is a conductive bar that connects the neutral bus to the panel enclosure. It is typically located near the main breaker or along the side of the panel. Using a screwdriver, carefully remove the screws that secure the neutral strap to the neutral bus. Make sure to use the correct size screwdriver to avoid damaging the screws or the bus bar. After removing the screws, gently lift the neutral strap off the neutral bus. Be careful not to bend or damage the strap during this process. Store the strap in a safe place, as it may be needed for future modifications or if you decide to revert the panel to its original configuration. With the neutral strap removed, you can now proceed to reinstall the grounding bond screw. Locate the grounding bond screw on the neutral bus. This screw is typically green and is used to bond the neutral bus to the panel enclosure. Remove the grounding bond screw from the neutral bus. Then find the designated grounding lug on the panel enclosure. This lug is specifically designed to accept the grounding bond screw. Thread the grounding bond screw into the grounding lug on the panel enclosure. Tighten the screw to the specified torque as indicated in the panel's installation instructions. This ensures a secure and reliable ground connection. If you choose to install a grounding bus bar, follow the manufacturer's instructions for proper installation. The grounding bus bar provides a central location for connecting all grounding conductors within the panel. This can help to improve the overall grounding system and reduce the risk of electrical noise. It is important to note that the installation of a grounding bus bar is not always required, but it can be a beneficial addition in certain situations. Remember that before making any modifications to the panel, it is essential to refer to the specific panel installation instructions. These instructions provide detailed information about the panel's design, wiring, and grounding requirements. Additionally, consulting with a qualified electrician is highly recommended. A qualified electrician can assess your specific situation and provide expert advice on the best way to modify the panel while ensuring safety and compliance with local electrical codes. They can also help you troubleshoot any issues that may arise during the modification process. By following these steps and guidelines, you can safely and effectively remove the neutral strap, reinstall the grounding bond screw, and install a grounding bus bar in your Siemens G3040B1200-CU load center. Always prioritize safety and consult with a qualified electrician when in doubt. Always double-check all connections and wiring to ensure they're properly installed and tightened. After completing the modifications, test the panel to verify that it is functioning correctly and that all circuits are properly grounded. Regularly inspect the panel to ensure that all connections remain secure and that there are no signs of damage or corrosion. By taking these precautions, you can maintain a safe and reliable electrical system in your home or business. Understanding the purpose and function of each component within the load center is crucial for making informed decisions about modifications and upgrades. The neutral bus, for example, is a conductive bar that serves as a common connection point for all neutral conductors in the electrical system. The grounding bus, on the other hand, provides a similar function for grounding conductors. The neutral strap connects the neutral bus to the panel enclosure, providing a path for fault current to flow back to the source in the event of a ground fault. The grounding bond screw bonds the neutral bus to the panel enclosure, ensuring that the neutral and ground systems are properly connected. By understanding the role of each of these components, you can make more informed decisions about how to modify the panel to meet your specific needs. When working with electrical systems, always prioritize safety. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as safety glasses and insulated gloves. Use insulated tools to prevent electrical shock. Never work on live circuits unless absolutely necessary, and always disconnect the power supply before making any modifications. If you are not comfortable working with electrical systems, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to ensure that the job is done safely and correctly. In addition to following safety precautions, it is also important to comply with all applicable electrical codes and regulations. These codes are designed to protect people and property from electrical hazards. They specify minimum requirements for electrical installations, including wiring, grounding, and overcurrent protection. It is your responsibility to ensure that all electrical work complies with these codes. If you are unsure about any aspect of the electrical code, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector. They can provide guidance and ensure that your electrical system meets all applicable requirements. Regularly inspect your electrical system to identify any potential problems. Look for signs of damage, such as frayed wires, cracked insulation, or loose connections. Check for signs of overheating, such as discolored outlets or circuit breakers that trip frequently. If you notice any problems, have them repaired by a qualified electrician as soon as possible. By maintaining your electrical system in good condition, you can help to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the safety of your home or business. Remember that electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always exercise caution when working with electrical systems, and never take risks that could jeopardize your safety or the safety of others. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure a safe and reliable electrical system for your home or business. If you are considering adding new circuits or appliances to your electrical system, it's important to assess your current capacity to ensure that your system can handle the additional load. Overloading your electrical system can lead to tripped circuit breakers, blown fuses, and even electrical fires. To determine your current capacity, you'll need to calculate the total load on your electrical system. This involves adding up the wattage of all the appliances and devices that are connected to your circuits. You can find the wattage of most appliances and devices on their nameplates or in their owner's manuals. Once you've calculated the total load, compare it to the capacity of your main breaker or fuse. The capacity of your main breaker or fuse is typically indicated in amps. To convert amps to watts, multiply the amps by the voltage of your electrical system. For example, if your main breaker is rated at 200 amps and your electrical system is 240 volts, your total capacity is 48,000 watts. If your total load exceeds your capacity, you'll need to upgrade your electrical system to handle the additional load. This may involve adding new circuits, upgrading your main breaker or fuse, or even replacing your entire electrical panel. It's best to consult with a qualified electrician to determine the best way to upgrade your electrical system to meet your needs. They can assess your specific situation and provide expert advice on the most cost-effective and safe solution. In addition to assessing your current capacity, it's also important to consider future needs when planning electrical upgrades. If you anticipate adding more appliances or devices in the future, it's a good idea to upgrade your electrical system to accommodate those future needs. This will help to prevent the need for further upgrades down the road. Another important consideration when working with electrical systems is surge protection. Electrical surges can damage sensitive electronic equipment such as computers, televisions, and appliances. Surge protection devices can help to protect your equipment from these surges. There are two main types of surge protection devices: whole house surge protectors and point of use surge protectors. Whole house surge protectors are installed at the main electrical panel and provide protection for all circuits in your home. Point of use surge protectors are plugged into individual outlets and provide protection for the equipment that is plugged into those outlets. It's a good idea to use both types of surge protection devices to provide comprehensive protection for your electronic equipment. Whole house surge protectors can protect against large surges that originate outside your home, while point of use surge protectors can protect against smaller surges that originate inside your home. When choosing surge protection devices, look for models that have a high surge current rating and a low clamping voltage. The surge current rating indicates the amount of surge current that the device can handle, while the clamping voltage indicates the voltage at which the device will start to divert surge current. A higher surge current rating and a lower clamping voltage provide better protection for your equipment. Regularly test your surge protection devices to ensure that they are functioning properly. Most surge protection devices have an indicator light that shows whether the device is still providing protection. If the indicator light is off, the device has likely been damaged by a surge and needs to be replaced. By taking these precautions, you can help to protect your electronic equipment from electrical surges and ensure that it continues to function properly. Maintaining a safe and efficient electrical system is an ongoing process. Regularly inspect your electrical system, address any potential problems promptly, and upgrade your system as needed to meet your changing needs. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure the safety and reliability of your electrical system for years to come. If you are unsure about any aspect of your electrical system, always consult with a qualified electrician. They have the knowledge, skills, and experience to provide expert advice and ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. The information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician before making any changes to your electrical system. This will help to ensure that the work is done safely and correctly and that your electrical system meets all applicable requirements.